Monday morning, it's day 1455. So that's nearly 4 years, but more importantly, the same number as one of the tractors in the shed, the case 1455. So today we're going to use that for everything. We're going to put the drill on it, do a bit of drilling, top down on it, do a bit of top down, and put the drain on it, do a bit of draining. No, not really. We might put it on the stone trailer if we go draining though. Morgan's got the 936 out to put the drainer on. I'm just going to drop the pallet forks off and lift a bale of hay onto the trailer for Charlotte to take to her horse. Got this ratchet strap, it's like a seat belt. Ratchets up normally, and then when you've finished, press that red button and it just like zooms in. So I said that was in the way the other day. We're getting that hitch in, so Rob bent it slightly with a spanner to make it fit. Anyway, we're just going to tweak it permanently so that that should pass it now, should it? Yeah. Just. Yep. Got a bigger roll of pipe for like thicker stuff because we're going to put a main in first. So we'll take the narrow stuff off. I think that's like 80 mil. Put that on, that's 100 mil. It's no wonder we've not been able to see it. It's had some like a fly tip mattress on top of it for years. It's easier than some spanners. Proper deep, that, isn't it?
Is that the big drain that goes into the corner of Wellbrook?
I think so, yeah. I've got some dye, so we can put some dye down it and check, like, but I don't. That one's not coming so fast, is it? That's going under the road.
That would be that wet patch just by the pylon, surely.
Hopefully, yeah.
So that's like diagonally that way.
Yeah. But there's nothing going that way, is there, to get rid of that wet patch? So we'll have to put a drain down and then probably have to drill that core drill, the manhole, to get it into it. But I wonder, is that the big sewer from underneath the wet bit over there? That's a big long pipe, that one. And then there's one there that's got a bit of a tree root in. Not much though. And that one's doing nothing. That's like blocked up. But that's here, so we could dig in down there, find out what's going on with that, and then tap into it for the field drain. It's going to be quite a deep hole, so we're going to dig it wide with that bucket before we flick to the narrow bucket. We're going to dig and see if we can find that pipe that nothing's coming out. I think that one goes to a road gully over there that doesn't work, hence the puddle in the road. Yeah, that gully's clearly not working, is it? To be honest though, I've just kicked now and it's starting to swirl a bit. Maybe it's just got leaves on it. Going down now. Just ran and got the dye out the Merlot. Put down. Come back. Flood's nearly gone. Anyway, I'll tip some dye in it and then we'll see where it's coming out. Don't actually think it's coming out in the manhole that we've just dug because we can't see any more water flowing into it. Yeah, just blocked with leaves and scum. So judging by the colour of the water now coming out of that big pipe, that is obviously the road gully. But that pipe isn't the big pipe I can see in the other manhole randomly. But yeah, don't worry, it's environmentally safe. Right, I'll tip a bit of that in now. And then I'll see where that's turning up in the ditch.
Yeah, it's been blanked off.
It's been blanked off?
It's been blanked off.
Oh well, we'll connect into that then. That was easier than drilling through all them concrete rings. So it's just been blocked off with slate, and it is a complete blank.
Yeah.
Can you see daylight now when you look down it?
Oh no, because... Oh, hold on a second here. Oh, it's a Y.
It's a Y junction.
Yeah. There's another pipe running like there.
Well, that's the one I could see. Well, either way, that...
No, it's in like the pipe goes there, but then this is a Y off it. And that pipe that you saw runs there. Like,
Have a look. Let me get the phone down and see. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that's all right.
yeah,
Straight in.
isn't that?
That'll do. Been a good look. I'm glad I saw that the other day. Bit slow, but that dye has just come out of that pipe, which is in pretty much a straight line to the digger over there. So at least we know what's going where now. It's a little bit tender just on this headland, but this field has had 12 mil of rain since we drilled it, but it's not shining too bad. Hopefully start to grow rather than the seed blow. We've positioned the tractor about 3 or 4 metres from the centre of the drain. We're going to put a new drain 3 or 4 metres from the centre of the hedge. Dad's got the divining rods and he thinks there's drains every 8 yards, something like that. So hopefully we'll pick all them up and the new main we'll put in then will work because it'll catch all these intermediates, he thinks. Right, we've got 65 centimetres of fall from here to there, which is good. But we just need to set the drainer up so when we come along, we don't end up too shallow for when we come through this bit. That makes sense. Morgan's got hold of the staff of the laser now. We're going to kind of pretty much follow the contour of the ground. So we've got 65 centimetres of fall. We're going to probably put 60 centimetres of fall on the pipe. So hopefully we'll be at a similar depth when we get there as to what we're setting off at. And then that means that any old drains we should pick up on the way. Right, so now Morgan stood there. We've set the laser to where we want it to be. And we fired the beam where it was going straight. Now we've fired it up on an angle, matching the ground. But obviously as the tractor goes up and down, the laser on the back will keep the machine at the right height. So the drain will be level, but on a gradient. We've got that pipe now into that drain. Back this side of the road, Morgan's going to now drop that down to the right height. And then we're going to set off in a minute. And we're off. Hopefully, that'll just, any water will go straight down that grid. John's having a go now with the divining rods. We didn't have a foot, what is it, 100 mil to 8-inch reducer, so we've made one out of a traffic cone that we found in the hedge. That should fit in there nice now. Just a little bit of clay that's pulling out before we slide it in.
We put that over like a notch.
Yeah, that's it. And then we'll put that in and backfill it with stone. Don't need it in the puddle. And that now fits in there.
That's all pipe.
Like a glove.
We get some more pipe down here.
I've stamped it in there, it's probably not. It's not that far off. It's alright with the stone round it now. I'll hold it in while we backfill it. See that? It's got full of water because we were messing with it last time we used it because the wire had got pinched there. We tested it all. It's filled up with water, so it's not working automatically down. So we've unplugged the auto valve. Still got the laser on. Morgan's just going to do it by eye. Every time the light flashes, he's going to tweak it down on the spools in the tractor. So off we go again. Got a huge puddle in this gateway. It kind of runs off that road when it floods, so we're going to put a bit of a French drain down the back of the hedge into that gully pot. So if anything does get off the road, it then ends up back in the drain. Tractor can't grip now, so we're going to have to tow it either with the digger or the quad track. Quad track will be more fun, and the digger's going to re-engineer this gateway, so we'll go and get the quad track. There we go. Off it goes. Into there, through the stone, then should arrive in there in a second. Some water come off that drive. That puddle. There you go. What we like to see. See what that does now. There's always an advantage with tracks. Anyway, I'm going to shoot back the yard now. Neil's here from the VI. We're going to do a integrated pest management plan because they've got a new system. We're going to do it on the computer, and I'll leave them heading for that wet hole. We need the stone trailer as well, because if we let all that water go down that, the pipe will just float. So we need to stone it up before we get to it. I've nipped back from the field to have a bacon bagel, which I've never had before, but Rob went to the shop and got dinner for us. Neil's here from the VI, so he's the guy that when you go around the shows and you've got to collect your Noroso points, he's normally there with a trestle table, giving you a free pen.
Yeah.
And you collect your points. Anyway, there is a new integrated pest management plan out, which is hosted off the NFU's website. So you go on the NFU's website.
You can get to it from our VI website as well.
So you go to the VI website, the Voluntary Initiative, or the NFU's one, and then we're going to go and fill it in now because it's quite easy. It's just like, well, I think it would take us about 20 minutes, we think.
Yeah.
So you go through and you answer all the questions.
So how familiar are you with integrated pest management, Ollie?
Very familiar.
Very familiar. That's very good.
So you have to have one of these for your SFI, and you also have to have one for Red Tractor.
So Scottish quality crops if you're north of the border.
Yeah, so it's dead easy to do on this website. And the reason the VI exists is because if it wasn't formed in 2001, we'd have ended up with a pesticide tax. So it's pretty handy having the VI.
That's good.
What proportion of your land, your farm, is managed in a continuous barley winter wheat production? 76 to 100%. That's pretty easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's dead easy questions anyway. So go and check it out.
What crop types are in your rotation?
Spring cereals, winter cereals, oilseed, legumes, and temporary grass lays. Has he got an SFI button or not?
Probably not.
No.
Well, you can put other SFI.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. SFI.
Yeah, so if you've got to do one, go and check it out. Neil's just showing me these slides of the different herbicides that get into the water. So that's in Scotland. Not a lot. And then there's one for round here, isn't there?
Yeah.
Which is United Utilities, is it?
Yeah.
Southwest. A lot of MCPA. There we go. So that's here. So a lot of the stuff that's getting in the waterways is off grassland by the looks of things when you look at the active ingredients.
2,4-D, MCPA, Mecaprop, and a little bit Copperolid.
A little bit of glyphosate, but that could be because there's so much tarmac that gets sprayed by the council. And then obviously you just saw me unblock a road drain before that went straight into the ditch, so that, you know, if you spray it on a plant or you spray it on soil, it obviously gets filtered. But
yeah,
but farmers always seem to get the blame for it.
Yeah. Yeah. So with our Think Water campaign, we're just highlighting that as well with Ollie. The main focus is making sure that you manage tram lines, pathways, and gateways.
You see,
compaction.
We sow our tram lines. We don't leave them bare, and then any residue then's caught by the plants within it, and you don't end up with ruts that hold you up.
Brilliant. 6 meters
margins
buffer zones along water courses, and then obviously read the label, and if necessary, you can read the VI's water protection advice sheets as well. And so the main focus of this whole project is to keep it in the field.
Yeah, because it's costing us money if it's not working in the field.
Yeah.
Emma and Rihanna, as Neil's still here as well. She's here for the day. Are here from the air ambulance. So Rihanna's new, so she's come to introduce herself. She's even got a badge on.
I do. I'm official and everything.
What we're talking about on the Just Giving, this isn't the one for the birthday bumper. This is the combine run one. But you can put gift aid on the combine run challenge. I've confused myself here. What we're talking about. Gift aid is basically where you can get a little bit of a top up off the government on any charitable donations you do. When I set up the birthday bumper, I said I was providing a service, or what did it say? A service?
Like as if you were doing a raffle.
Yeah, it said, oh, I'm providing a service or exchanging something for the donation. So I said yes, but that meant that you couldn't add Just Giving to the bottom. So that means there's 62,000 nearly we've raised now. Potentially could have been like 75 or 72,000. So what we're probably going to do is start a new page and then change the link, so when you go on it, it'll take you to the new page, and then we'll put an off that line donation of the old balance onto it so we can keep a running total. Does that make sense? But it's a way if we're doing it, we may as well get a bit more and get a bit back off the government of your tax that you paid for the charitable donations, and then hopefully we'll hit 100 grand soon.
Literally, yeah. That'll definitely help with the gift aid, yeah.
It might take a year, but we'll try it. Just quickly strapping that on. They've run out of pipe. They put the stone trailer on the 724. I thought they were going to put it on the 1455, but never mind. I've been with Neil and then the air ambulance people. My nose is red again. I'm going to have to start putting that stuff on it. And what the air ambulance girls were saying actually is it's 25 years of the North West Air Ambulance, and they don't know all the people that they've treated, but they like to do some follow-up stories of how it's helped them or even potentially saved their life. So if anyone has ever been helped by the North West Air Ambulance, get in touch with them. And yeah, Rihanna or Emma, and they're making some cake-like stories of nice stories over the last 25 years. Morgan's just said, look at that actually, where the digger drove through, where the tractor drove through. Morgan's just said he doesn't ever want to be a drainage contractor. He's got his heavy wellies on, whereas I've got my ultralights on. So even though there's mud stuck to them, they're still light. But they put it on the 724, the stone trailer, and they've stoned up to here. And then laser still flashing. Off we go, because we don't want the pipe to float. Annoyingly, the stone trailer gets away with the laser unless we move the laser. So we'll just see how we get on. Going through now. I mean, this tunnel's been here for a long time. It'll be nice to finally drain it. We're not actually hit. Oh, shear bolt. No. I think it'd be better with a rattle clutch, that, to be fair. The bolts that we're using aren't the proper ones. They're threaded all the way rather than having a shank on them. So they're going a bit easier than we should do, really. Off it goes through the water. We tied that joint because we couldn't quite push it in far enough. It kept springing undone on us. So we just thought, oh, sorry, we'll put rope on it. But, yeah. Another extreme draining video. Water's just started to flow past Morgan's wellies. Fill the pipe up. Be down at the manhole in a bit. Does anyone want any kids' toys? Big block of something coming out there. Hopefully it's an old main. Oh, something dead heavy. It's on the shear bolt again. That's two we've done on the same lump. You can see something orange come out. Maybe it is an old main. Not quite over me wellies. Pretty close. Stand in a wheel mark, it'll definitely be over them. To walk slow so don't splash it in. Hopefully this water will be gone in the morning. 750 horsepower just to put a drain in. Smaller tractors would manage it, but won't be near as much fun. Let's see what happens now. If it chews whatever it is up, pulls it out. John's still on the digger, towing ready when he needs to. It'll pressure wash or whatever's there. Might be a massive stone or a really old drain. Not liking it, is it? Hear it rumbling. I think you can put carbide teeth on to shoot through stones, to be honest. We'll have to get the digger, there must be something major there. Could be a bit of pipe, because that's what it smashed out there. If we back up, we'll get as much stone under here as we can, and we'll just cut the pipe now. And then we'll pull out and just let it go with the digger overnight, and then dig down. We're just going to put a load of stone in here now so it doesn't collapse in, and then leave it overnight to drain, then have another go tomorrow and dig in there rather than make a mess. Let's see if we can see anything in that hole when it's been shimming at, but as it pulls out, I don't think we can then. Yeah, go on, you're on that, yeah. No, it's just full of water, we don't have to wait until tomorrow unless John reaches with the digger and we're quick enough. Go on! The tide's coming in, it looks like it's dropped sort of from there to there. That's cascading in there now, but this is bits of some of it's been hitting. See, if we hadn't stoned the pipe up, it'd be floating in the top now. I would say that's the result. The drain actually can't take it quick enough, so it's now coming down the trench and through the pipe bedding. This is a little one that we put in to just... It was just a bit of an afterthought with an offcut. Bit of a French drain, really. We were going to stone it up, but this pipe was left over, so we've put that there. We'll fill it back in, and if ever gets muddy, it'll filter through, just to keep the gateway dry. Did I just miss you falling over again? Yeah. Morgan's fell over twice and I missed it both times. Not a lot of water left. I think we've been like 45 minutes messing around up there with the gateway. Come back, and John's just knocked the ridges off the ruts. So by tomorrow morning, hopefully that's drained enough for us to be able to see what's down there we're hitting. It's obviously something to do with that bit of pipe that's come out. Yeah, we've filled all this in now. Just need to stone that up round the bottom. That's our like French drain for getting rid of any water in the gateway. If it was a true French drain, we'd have stoned the whole lot, but we're just not really. That's still going full bore. See? You certainly hear it. A little electric turbine on the end of that drain, it generates some power, that. Little lambing live. How old are they, Amanda?
About half an hour.
Half an hour. So while we were in that wet hole, you were... Yeah, we'll not mention that. No way. Not many left. How many's left to go now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, that one's not in there. She's
7.
7.
I don't know who sent it, but we've got some more hotel biscuits. And they've had a good go of them already today. But thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Ian and Rob have got some custard creams out the bottom. But thank you. Birthday bumper with a twist. I'll show you in a minute. Leo Jealous is 11. Shannon Orr, Adam Perry, Matthew Bates. Now, Stephen Crawford is the guy that sends us the hotel biscuits and the Crawford biscuits. So whether it's something to do with the company, I do not know, but thank you very much. But it's funny, we were only saying a minute ago, I've forgotten the guy's name that sends them. Anyway, Jamie McCowan, is it? McNowan is obviously Stephen's mate because they're both on it together. Steve Bailey's on there. William Ash, Clive Cummings, Ollie McKenzie, Dash Edwards, I'm not sure, he's 38, unless it's two different people. If I said Clive, I have, haven't I? Arla Bates and Martin Thomas is on there, and we're nearly at 62,000. Happy birthday, everyone on there, and anyone else whose birthday it is. There's something very, very satisfying in watching all that water disappear down the drain. So, quite a productive day. Forgot what yesterday's quiz question was to tell you what they are. Oh yeah, it was the hook off the 936. Anyway, John's just locking everything up. It seems weird that it's still daylight. So, get everything locked up and resume tomorrow, and hopefully that water will be completely gone. We'll carry on with some drains. There's the quiz question. What's that pink thing for? There's a dead easy one for you. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, don't forget to click like, and I'll see you tomorrow.